Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of Easy Buckets. How y'all doing today? In today's video, I got something that I guarantee you guys are going to absolutely love, especially if you're a Los Angeles Laker fan. We're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers offseason blueprint. And with the Lakers winning the NBA championship this year, they gotta do whatever they gotta do to go for a back-to-back run. When talking about the Lakers offseason, many people out there are saying the Lakers can do this, the Lakers can do that. But in this video, we're going to be talking about the most realistic scenario for the Lakers and what I believe would be perfect for them to give them the best chances at another championship. As much as I would love to see all of these crazy trade rumors happen, I'm just gonna be real. Some of them are very unrealistic, and that's why we're only gonna be talking about the realistic in today's video, an official blueprint of a perfect Lakers 2021 roster. So if you're a big Laker fan, this video is absolutely perfect for you. But quickly, before I get on with the video, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel and love basketball, welcome to Easy Buckets. My name is Soom, and I make basketball videos every single day. I post about 6 videos per week, and I guarantee you guys are going to love the content that I put out. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and click this button right here, the post notification bell, to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button, guys. I would really appreciate it. It would really help out the channel. We're almost at 50,000 subs. But without wasting any more time, let's go straight into Los Angeles Lakers blueprint this offseason. Right now, the Los Angeles Lakers are actually the title favorites for 2021. But being categorized as something so high, the Lakers must do what they gotta do to make sure they keep those expectations and meet those expectations. When talking about the Los Angeles Lakers roster for 2021 currently, this is who they got. They got LeBron James, Danny Green, Avery Bradley, JaVale McGee, Quinn Cook, Alex Caruso, Kyle Kuzma, and Talon Horton-Tucker. These are the players that are currently on the roster and have a legitimate contract. When talking about the other side, the players that could potentially be leaving due to free agency, this is the list. There's Anthony Davis, he has a player option. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he also has a player option. Rajon Rondo also has a player option. Jared Dudley, Dwight Howard, Markieff Morris, Dion Waiters, and J.R. Smith. All of these guys will be unrestricted free agents. This is a simple overview of the beginning of this offseason for the Lakers, and with that, we can move on to the things they must do. The first thing I believe the Lakers must do is re-sign Anthony Davis, give him a max contract. One thing we know for sure, AD is currently and going to be the future of this team. When LeBron James leaves this team, Anthony Davis will be given the keys to the offense, given the keys to superstardom. Anthony Davis was arguably the Defensive Player of the Year, one of the MVP candidates, and one thing's for sure, you need to lock him in for your future to make sure this organized is set when LeBron cuts. Anthony Davis had a monster postseason offensively and defensively, and one thing's for sure, this team is just going to keep getting better when he's at the center of it all. Some good news for Laker fans is that Anthony Davis revealed that this offseason he plans on opting out of his contract and then re-signing a deal with the Lakers. There are rumors that he wants to sign a 2-year deal, but if I were the Lakers, try to give him a max contract. He's worth it, a very rare NBA player, and definitely somebody you don't want to end up losing. Sign him long term. The next part of this video is talking about one player that I believe the Lakers should trade for, and when I'm talking about a trade, it's gotta be realistic, and I believe this one is very realistic. If the Lakers can call up Detroit Pistons and ask what do they want for Derrick Rose, I believe a transaction is definitely easy and possible. When talking about Derrick Rose, he's one of those NBA players that we all as NBA fans want to see succeed and win an NBA championship. And if the Lakers are title favorites next year and Derrick Rose wants a championship before he retires, he's 31, going to LA might not be a bad idea. Derrick Rose is currently playing on a rebuilding team. They already traded away Andre Drummond, Blake Griffin is in the process of getting traded, and Derrick Rose is definitely there because his contract is easy to move. It is only $7 million. Derrick Rose is currently playing the six-man role, and I believe on the Lakers, he'll be a perfect six-man, a perfect playmaker, a perfect shot creator, a perfect slasher off the bench to put up some decent points, maybe 15 points to 20 points per game to help boost the Lakers' offense because they need it. The biggest questions about the Lakers is who could be their third option, and this season, nobody was. And that's why I believe Derrick Rose would fit that role perfectly. If the Lakers can simply offer up Kyle Kuzma, Quinn Cook, and their 2020 first round pick, I believe that should be enough to land the youngest MVP in NBA history. This is the first big transaction I believe the Lakers must do. Trade for Derrick Rose. He's not expensive, he's easy to get, and you're not trading away a lot of your assets as some people are saying the Lakers must do. I don't agree they should do that. Trade away Kyle Kuzma, that's fine, but not other players. The next part of this video is talking about the Lakers and what they can do with their mid-level exception. The Lakers are going into this offseason with a $9 million mid-level exception, and with that, I believe they should sign one perfect free agent. This free agent is Danilo Gallinari of the OKC. When talking about Gallinari, previously when OKC lost in the playoffs, this is what he said. He said that he wants to play for a winning organization now as he is getting old and is willing to take a pay cut, guys. He is willing to get less money to be a part of a championship organization. And if the Lakers are primetime title favorites right now, Danilo Gallinari is going to be calling this team saying, "What can you give me? I want to be with you guys." Danilo Gallinari is a very special player in the NBA. He is a very tall power forward. He's 6'10" and can spread the floor at a tremendous level. He's one of the best shooters at that power forward position. We all know the best players to surround LeBron James with are NBA shooters, and Gallinari will be perfect in that role, especially if they end up losing Kyle Kuzma for Derrick Rose. Sign Gallinari to maybe a 2-year deal, 2-year $20 million deal with that mid-level exception. I believe Danilo Gallinari will actually accept it as he'll be getting what he wants. With Gallinari, the Lakers can actually start him at power forward and move AD to center, but if anything, be a 6-man off the bench at that forward position. I believe this makes sense. If there's a common interest, get Danilo Gallinari. This would be perfect for the Lakers. When talking about another free agent, I believe the Los Angeles Lakers must sign Dwight Howard, bring him back. There has been rumors that multiple teams want Dwight Howard in this upcoming offseason. The Golden State Warriors expressed interest, and I believe the Lakers must do whatever they can to bring him back. In this playoffs, Dwight Howard was absolutely amazing. In the first round against the Portland Trail Blazers, he was able to stop Nurkic. In the third round against the Denver Nuggets, he was able to stop Jokic. And in the NBA Finals, he was able to stop Bam Adebayo. Dwight Howard is just a great defensive anchor, a great defensive presence, a great rim protector, and he just boosts the Lakers on every level, emotionally, physically, and simply makes the Lakers a giant team. If they can bring back Dwight Howard to maybe a $5 million deal, go for a back-to-back run, see if they can win another championship, persuade Dwight Howard that a championship is on the table, I believe Dwight Howard will take that as he's built a really strong relationship with the team already. I love Dwight Howard, I love how the Lakers rejuvenated his career, and I believe doing it again might be a great and perfect idea. But if the Lakers are unable to get Dwight Howard, he goes to another team, maybe gets paid a little bit more, I believe they should target DeMarcus Cousins for the exact same reasons. DeMarcus Cousins could be a backup center for this team, be impactful on an all-around level. DeMarcus Cousins can shoot, rebound, rim protect, he can do everything, but the problem with DeMarcus Cousins is his health. If the Lakers can get around that, make sure Boogie is healthy, sign Boogie if they're unable to get Dwight Howard. Then when talking about other free agents that I believe the Lakers must sign, I'm talking about the players they must bring back. They should bring back Markieff Morris, Jared Dudley, Dion Waiters, and maybe J.R. Smith. A big important part of an NBA championship run is making sure you have a great locker room presence, and bringing back players like J.R. Smith, who is LeBron's best friend, and also Jared Dudley, who boosts the team off the bench. I believe it's very important for the Lakers. On the other hand, Markieff Morris was absolutely amazing for the playoffs. He was a big factor off the bench at that 4 position, and I believe bringing him back, it wouldn't hurt. He'll sign a veteran minimum. So ultimately, guys, I believe this should be the Lakers roster at the end of this offseason before the NBA season starts. The Lakers starting lineup would be LeBron James at point guard, Danny Green shooting guard, Gallinari small forward, Anthony Davis power forward, JaVale McGee at center, and their bench, Derrick Rose point guard, Alex Caruso shooting guard, KCP small forward, Markieff Morris power forward, and Dwight Howard at center. And also filling up the roster have J.R. Smith, Dion Waiters, Jared Dudley, Tyler Horton Tucker, and maybe sign another cheap veteran minimum deal. In my personal opinion, I believe this is the perfect offseason blueprint for the Lakers. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? What's most important to me is I want to know your opinions, so let me know your thoughts. But other than that, take it easy. God bless. And I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!
I got angels flying.